Hello, my fellow humans and aliens. Welcome. My name is Callie. My pronouns are Z and Zer. Power to the people. How y'all doing? And let's get into this story. So today's story time will be about my first time purchasing sugar. Let me start by saying it's not going to be a long story. It's very simple. I just wanted to get on here and tell my first time buying like anything in a different country. Like, this is from my perspective. So let's get into the story. So yeah, I came here in the winter, the worst winter possible. I think it was a snowstorm actually when I came, and my parents didn't let me go anywhere because like they've been living here forever, and I just got here, so they didn't let me go anywhere. So one day I was like home chilling. They're like, okay, you know what, let's send you to the store. Something simple is it's just downstairs, across the street. That's simple. I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm buying something for the first time. I know it's not a big a deal, but again, I was like, what, 11, 12 years old, so it was exciting for me. So I go to the store, and I went and I was like, sir, can you serve me something? And they're like, what are you talking about? That's not how we're doing it here. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, I want sugar. So he's like, okay, go in the aisle and you see sugar and pick up which one you want, and then you come back and I'll ring it up. So I was like, okay. So I go in the aisle and I'm looking for the sugar, and I finally see it, but like I'm looking around for little baggies to put the sugar in, because I don't know if y'all know, but in Jamaica when you go, there's little bags that you put the sugar in and you weigh it and then you buy it and you go. So I'm looking for that, and I'm looking around and I don't see nothing. So I'm like, but I see a bag of sugar, but my parents didn't want a bag of sugar. They want like a pound of sugar, because I believe that's what they said they wanted. So I went back to the guy and I'm like, where's the bag that you put the sugar in? He's like, you have to buy the sugar. I put it in a plastic bag for you to leave the store. And I'm like, but how am I going to put the sugar in the bag if I have to buy the sugar first? He's like, that's not how it works here. And he was so confused, and I'm confused, and I'm looking at him and he's looking at me, and I'm like, so both of us are not understanding. Like, now I'm getting frustrated. So I'm like, no, I see you with a clear bag, but that bag is too small. That clear bag was candy, so it was too small for the sugar. So he's like, no, that's not how you buy sugar. What are you trying to do? You trying to steal from my store? I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I don't know what's happening. Someone please help me. I don't know what's happening. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting frustrated. I'm just going to go to a different store and buy the pound of sugar. So I leave the store and I go to a different store. Same shit. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no such thing as a pound of sugar. You don't put sugar in the plastic bag. Why are you going to open my sugar to put in a plastic bag? So I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going home. So I go to my parents' house, and I was like, they're like, where's the sugar? I'm like, I went to go buy a pound of sugar and nobody wants to sell to me. They're like, did you say a pound of sugar? I'm like, yes. Then she said to go buy sugar, and nobody wanted to buy sugar. And I'm like crying at this point. And they're like, yeah, eat that. Look up it, yeah, eat that. That's not how we do it here. I'm like, but you didn't tell me. You told me you wanted a pound of sugar. She's like, did I tell you I want a pound of sugar? Or did I send you to go buy sugar? Just pick up a sugar and bring it come. Girl, it was the worst experience ever. Well, not that bad compared to all the other shit that's happened in my life. But this was just a short story to tell you about the time I purchased something for the first time in a different country and how it went. Well, thank you guys for listening. You'll get more videos next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you. Have a good day.